So I'm super excited to share with you. I'm going to Target School. Let's get into it. So obviously I'm not going to Target School because that's not a thing, but I am going to school again, essentially through Target's schooling program that they have. Target partners with Guild, and Guild kind of just is that middleman to be able to help people go back to school. Specifically what the website says is combines a curated marketplace of learning programs, dedicated career coaches, and tools to explore career pathways. So I love how Target partnered with them the past 2 years ago, and I did briefly look into it, and I've actually looked into it again more recently, and I'm actually going to start. So I'm super excited because I'm going to be doing all of these programs 100% for free, so we love that. I love squeezing as much out of Target as I possibly can before I leave one day. We don't know when, but one day. So what I will be doing specifically, so I already have my bachelor's degree. I have my bachelor's degree from the University of Nebraska, Lincoln, the animal science major, and then I did a minor in business. And so my plan is to do a couple of certificates since I already have my bachelor's, just to kind of dip my feet back into schooling again, since I haven't been in school for 4 years now, which is crazy to think I graduated college 4 years ago. So I plan on getting 3 certificates, and then if I do like that, I'm going to be doing a master's program as well. So this is probably going to take a couple years, obviously, but I start my school next week, so I'm super excited. I never thought in a million years I'd go back to school, but then when I saw this was absolutely free and paid for, I was like, might as well. Who doesn't love free? And I really thought this was a good opportunity because of the specific classes I'm taking. It's directly related to my life and what I'm doing on social media. Plus, obviously, I'm able to add it to my resume, so when I do move on from Target, I'll have those skills and everything like that to be able to put on a resume, to be able to really just help enhance my portfolio and my social media marketing knowledge that I already do know, and then adding all of this onto that. The specific certificates that I plan on doing are in order as follows, because I'm like, okay, if I at least do one certificate, I want to get the most important, beneficial one that I think would be more benefiting to me first if I don't finish any other ones. So I found these 3 that I really wanted to do, and then I categorized them of which is the most important to me and which is the least important. And like I said, it has to do with marketing, social media, everything like that. So I'm super excited for that because obviously I went to school for animal science and I didn't get much business classes as I wanted. I didn't want to keep changing my major and just never finish. So we finished, got my bachelor's, and now I'm excited that I can just go back to school and something I'm super interested in. So I want to do SEO and content marketing, so that will be my first one. I think that's super important because when I have looked at jobs and everything like that, SEO is really big. And do I know that? Yes, but I think it'll be good to learn that in a classroom setting and just more in depth with that. And then the content marketing will be really exciting as well because I do content marketing and content creation on my own. It'll be fun to see this in a classroom setting. What I've heard so far about this class and certificate is it's basically just 2 big projects and then probably some reading, video, coursework, stuff like that. So I'm excited that these certificates also do hands-on activities versus reading a textbook. And then the next one is communication management. I thought this was so important because I do not know how to portray what I'm doing on my social media, all of that stuff in a business setting to other people in general and then to business people. So it's I think that's going to help me so much so I can look competent and not be I'm just a girl, I'm making videos, So I'm excited for that, and that's my second option. And then marketing management will be my last one, and I think that'll be a good segue into a marketing master's program that I will be doing if I continue. So I think that'll be good. I put that as third because that's probably an overall. I liked these other ones because they were more specific. And what I'm excited about these, so their certificates, they're not a full semester, they're not a full year, things like that. So it's only 4 months and it is self-paced, so I can kind of get stuff done when I can and when I have a chance to, or I can get it done early, all of that fun stuff. I'm really big in planning, so I'll probably try to do it a little bit early because once that ends, then I can call them, they can close it, and then I can do the next one because I can only do them one at a time. I can't do all 3 at the same time, so that will elongate a little bit, but it's nice because it is really helpful for people who do have full-time jobs, who are doing other things as well. So I think that's super exciting for me because I can just juggle it with everything else I'm doing, and I'm just excited for that because it's not going to be a huge time commitment like when I was going to college. I could only close at Target and I couldn't really work that much, but now since I do have full-time hours at Target. I'm doing other stuff, still making time for friends, family, everything like that. I can easily put this in my life as well, and like I said, just gain knowledge of what I'm already doing in real world experiences and getting it in a classroom setting. So I'm super excited. Like I said too, I can also add it to my resume. So just chef's kiss, so perfect. I've been working at Target for 6 years, and obviously you guys know I do a lot of Target TikToks. I can like make money through there. So I'm really just like squeezing as much as I can from my Target experience, even though it's not like working a dead-end job, but I'm getting as much opportunities and taking as much opportunities as I can while working here, because I think it's just so helpful and it's just gonna boost me farther in life and just help me reach my goals and all of that stuff more when it's still considered like a dead-end job. So that's like the biggest point of that. And what I love about this experience as well is this is things that I'm learning that I can use in real world life experiences in my day-to-day life immediately. Like, it's not like, oh my gosh, I'm gonna go to college and then I can't use this until I get an actual job in marketing or an actual job elsewhere. So it's like I can use this right away. So I'm super excited for that. So all 3 of those certificates are 100% paid for. So we love that. It's gonna be completely for free, and I can just use my computer, every resource that I already do have. I have gone to school, I graduated early, all of that stuff. So all my planning, all of that stuff will benefit me a lot. So I don't think it's gonna be a huge adjustment. I don't think it's gonna be a huge learning curve by any means. So I'm excited for that, and I think I'm more willing to do that because I've already done it. I've already been really well at like planning, like I said. So it's like, it's just gonna be easier than like if I didn't ever go to school, I'm starting right now, etc. So I'm excited. Like, the barrier to enter is really easy and easier for me. Also, it'll be definitely a little bit interesting because when I did go to college, I did it full time. So just taking one class will definitely be interesting. I think that's going to be nice because I'm going to feel like I have more free time and I'm not just like going to school full time, which I'm not. So that will be nice. And I feel like I said, throughout this whole thing, I think it's just going to be so much easier to incorporate this into my life already. So working with Guild and everything like that, it was so easy. I had a like 20-minute phone call with one of the people who work for Guild, and they were explaining everything for me. They're kind of explaining what each class entails. They're just telling me like a good plan for me. She also told me about the financial benefits and all of that. So that was nice. Like I said, the certificates are absolutely for free. If I did get my bachelor's, which I already do, but like if I didn't have mine already, they do pay like $5,200. And then for the master's, they pay up to $10,000 a year. That $5,200 too was per year. So I was asking, I was like, okay, so if I did a master's and did it a little bit slower and kept it under the 10 grand every year, could I do it slower and then have my whole master's paid for? And she said yes. So that was a really big question to me, and that's why I'm more willing to do a master's now as well, because I think that'll be fun. I think that'll be good to have that, since I have been working at Target for so long, like just using that resource that they have for me. And if it's completely for free too, that's amazing. A lot of jobs do not always 100% tuition reimbursement. They at least do like maybe like 70, 80 or something like that. But I think it's awesome that if I just go slower, I can do it 100% for free. Okay, so just kind of a tidbit to know if you're interested in doing this. Like I said, I haven't started yet, so I'll have more information too once I've started. I just have the beginning process done with, obviously, and just my thoughts of signing up for courses and everything was super, super easy. They don't make it very difficult, which I love. Like, thank the Lord, because if they made it difficult for that too, I feel like less people would do it. And it's just like, why would you make it difficult when it's an easy resource that people can use and that they're offering? So it's like, I love how they have the people to help you, and you can get responses right away quickly and just sign up for classes quick and just get it started. So big things to know, like I said, so for me, I'm not doing a bachelor's. If you're interested in doing a bachelor's, just know some of the requirements for that. Like I said, the $5,200 that they'll pay for, they'll help pay for textbooks, all of that stuff. But all of these programs that I've seen are all online, which makes sense because a lot of people are doing them for different states. I think it's a lot to juggle. I feel like you have to travel to a different state to go to that specific school to do that specific major that you want. So I think it is nice that it is all online, so you can kind of take it wherever you are, whatever Target you're working at. You don't have to relocate, all of that stuff, so that is super handy. But just so you know, it is all online. So if you don't like online coursework, I would suggest not doing this. They are all accredited schools, obviously. They're not just gonna be like, oh my god, this is like the Target School of Business. Like, no, this is not a fake school. They're all accredited, and you can only choose the ones that are on the Guild/Target website. You can't just like go find a school you like and then be like, hey, Target, pay for this. It's not like that you have to find it on that guild website. Like I said, they do offer a lot of different programs, classwork, and everything like that. So that is super nice. And it is heavily related to business, because I think it's kind of in a way too of like, oh, like if you take these classes, you technically could potentially move up in Target corporate, stuff like that, and that is all like businessy. They're not gonna be like, oh my gosh, you can take like liberal arts, you can take animal science, things like that. So just note that. The requirements honestly are so simple. You just have to be working at Target. They didn't even list like a time frame. Like it doesn't even say you have to work at Target for 3 months, 6 months, a year. It's like as soon as you are an employee, you can like basically sign up for it, which is crazy to me. So definitely use that to your advantage. So like I mentioned, for masters they'll pay up to 10K per year. For bachelors they'll pay up to 5,200, specifically 5,250 a year. If you go a little bit slower, you can get that probably all paid for. If you do have a balance at the end and you spend a little more than that, you're obviously gonna have to pay that out of pocket. There also is certificates, which I didn't really know. Like when I was looking at it, I was mainly looking at master's programs. So I thought that was awesome that they do offer certificates, and I didn't know that until researching it a little more now. Specifically, you have to be like full-time or part-time. So that's super easy. You can't be seasonal, intern, or on demand. So those are not eligible employees that can do that. So it's really easy just to go full-time for the time that you're doing it. You also have to stay working at Target for the duration of your school time. So that is like a guarantee too, that they're like, oh, we'll still have an employee when you're using our money essentially to go to school. So I get that. You can be on a leave, but you cannot be on a leave for more than 180 days. I keep looking down because I'm trying to reference it so I get it exactly correct. So overall, I think that's crazy. I'm super excited to start this journey. I definitely will probably make an updated going to Target school once I finish the class, or maybe like halfway through or something. Like I said, I haven't been billed or anything because it is free. I don't plan to get billed, and if I do, I'm gonna be so sad, but I know I'm not gonna get billed, all of that stuff. So I definitely will share my experience. I'm excited just to start this journey because like I said, I haven't been in school for so long, and I'm excited to kind of get back because I did like the school environment. I just didn't love what I was learning. So I'm excited that I'm going to be learning something I'm super, super passionate and interested in. I love how it's online. I love how it's self-paced. So this is so perfect for me because it's just like everything I loved about school that I'm doing and nothing that I hated about school, and I don't have to do that this time around. So I'm super excited about that. So if you have any questions about the Target schooling program that they offer to employees only, let me know down below. And I'm excited to share updates and everything like that, so stay tuned.